Oh yes! Reverse cannon! Yes!
Not like this! Not like this! Krabs just casually puts a keg down front entrance to the floor, like I can't hear him do it.
And he just goes silent as he does in an Christian scenario.
And like for a while, I like started like walking just like casually close to it, but like not right over the top of it. I'm like, then at the last second, just 180 snipe it.
Maybe I should just walk over a keg that isn't in the place where a keg spawns.
You fell for the secondary crab trap. If there's one trap, there's a
Oh, there's a secondary.
Krabs, that wasn't a secondary.
Oh,
call it what you will. Get fucking back. What? I just died. Oh. No, a bed just appeared out of nowhere and started spasming and took me out. They're masked. One chain shot's the other. Got a tag on the cannon guy on the cannon.
Did we both fucking miss?
I killed him, the guy on the cannon's dead. Oh, Skyblank! Oh, holy shit, get wrecked! I need someone to clip that. That was ridiculous. Somebody please clip that for me. Oh, holy shit. 2!
I got someone, I think.
Get out of it, Krabs.
Oh. Wait,
You got that?
I shouldn't have got that.
Did you hit me through the rock?
I hit you through the rock, bitch.
I
Get
thought
rock banged.
Yeah.
I'm on their deck.
They shot one over as well.
I can't get killed here.
I'm on
Those
the deck as well. I'm on the deck.
Nice shot.
They're up to second deck.
Yes.
boys.
All dead, all dead.
Res me, res me, res me.
Yeah, I got you, I got you, I got you.
Well done.
They're gone.
You're
Yeah.
such a G! You're a blazing crab!
Bye.
Oh, he goes.
no.
Clip that, Nico.
No, fucking clip that. Delete.
Clip it.
Delete the
Clip
VOD.
it. Clip it.
Delete the VOD.
I miss this. The old Crabathon news, mag. So, let's get stuck into it. First off, I haven't had a chance to do schedule. I was going to do it, but I'm a bit lazy, you know what I mean? Like, I've been working all day, and look at this eye, it's all fucked. However, tomorrow night there'll be games, Saturday no, next week, news! I came for the ads, we'll come back. Hans, man! Hans. I actually did it, Hans. Oh, hello. That was a bit laggy. Cleaned up. Hey, good boy. I did it, Hans. I looked up Factorio. I think I will like it. I know it's top down. I was worried about the top down, but I watched the Steam video and I watched the spiders get squished by a train, and I was just like, I'm just literally going to put a train that goes all the way around the spiders and crush the fuck out of all of them. They will all be crushed by multiple trains. That's it. Trains. I'm obsessed. So yeah. I'll have a look at it. I'll have a look. Is it multiplayer? I didn't look that far. What sort of features? Sell it to me, boys. Sell it to me. Make me buy it. So it's multiplayer. Well, good. I like that, but I might still have to do a single player by myself. Closest thing to digital crack. Nah, mate. Nah, everybody knows Halo was back in the day the needles in the side. Look at that hair. There's none. 500 players plus mods. Mods. Mods sound mad. Like I don't know, but I don't know if I just should go straight to mods. See, Skyrim I played through, finished it, and then went to mod. Fucking hat. And then went to mods. You see. See, with Terraria, I'm still playing it with Ken. I really got to. Yeah, see, Hans knows exactly what I mean. Got to do the base game first. You got to appreciate the game for what it is, and then mod the fuck, like I did with Subnautica. I'm still doing it with Subnautica. In fact, I actually collected over 500 titanium and got it stored in one little container because it's like 10 stacks of 10. There's like 100 per block, and with the thing, so mods will be good. You still haven't done. Oh man, I just don't. The problem is, it sounds like a time sink too. I'll have to get old fast into it. So yeah, I think you guys may have convinced me. I need to go watch some YouTube vids though to be completely convinced. But from what I'm seeing, I like. So I've got to have a look. So yeah, huge time waste. It's like this factory game we're about to play again tonight. You know, fucking time sink. Although this time I'm going to be building trains. The idea is to get to trains. I think I may need to do more. I might need to upgrade a belt and get the last item and then build trains. But trains, because in 80 hours, yeah, that sounds hectic. Trains are easy to get to. Not on Satisfactory. Nice. Awesome. I'll look into it. It does look good. Good. Sounds good. I like the rocket. Sounds like a good thing. So some news. I'll get to a bit more news. So yeah, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday, I may or may not be on with the Saturday. Probably not, to be honest. This Saturday coming, I'll be on tomorrow night, but this Saturday coming, I got a lot to do around the house. We've been away for a few weeks, so I have literally done nothing. And out there is a forest that needs to be chopped. Like literally, I need to go shopping for things to chop the forest. I was actually going to be I was actually thinking of. I get so much debris on the ground, like leaves and bark and stuff, because I've got 5 gum trees in the backyard alone. Forget the front. The front's got another 5, and they drop a lot of bark. And I was thinking, what if I got a wood chipper, raked up all the crap, got a wood chipper, and chipped it all into a bucket, and then made wood bricks or fire bricks out of them. Instead of just trying to chuck them in the green bin, which is always full, I can make my own fire bricks so that when I have like fires in the backyard, I can just use fire bricks because I don't have much firewood here, so I have to use what the trees give me, which is usually bark and leaves, maybe the odd stick. So I was thinking of doing that, getting some buckets and trying to make a makeshift thing. I'll take some photos, of course, and throw them up on the old Insta if I still got Insta or Twitter or something like that, or even through the Discord. Just throw it all in there and people can have a look and have a squiz. So I thought that would be pretty cool. Anyway, onto the schedule. I'm off track here. Next week it's Wednesday as normal, so 4 o'clock should jump on. Thursday was going to be the next crab special. Now, the first crab tech was splitting apart the hard drive that's still on my desk over there. This one, I'm going to pull out a disk drive, a CD-ROM drive. I'm going to pull it apart. I want to take out I don't really want to take it fully apart. Oh god, it's being jittery. I don't really want to take it fully apart. What I really want to do is I want to power it and then measure it using a multimeter to try and get what sort of amps and voltage. I don't know if it's janky for you guys, but it's janky for me. And just kind of measure the voltage and the amperage of the laser, so I can work out what sort of battery pack I'm going to need to make, so I can have a powered laser, basically. So that's going to be pretty cool. That's meant to be next Thursday. Then Friday, as usual, I should be around. It's a maybe for that one, and I may be on that Saturday as well. Depends if there's on. I always have things on weekends, so it's probably a not. Now I'm going to jump to, that was the streaming news. I'm now going to jump to the game news. So my brother's been working tirelessly to create us a delicious game mod pack session for us to play. Skyrim, basically multiplayer with mods. He's at the testing stage. He's just trying to work out a few bugs to do with the survival part of it and a few other things like that. And oh, I'm getting messaged by someone. Hans, leave. Oh, sweet. We'll do, Hans. We'll look at that. Yeah, I've been to G2A before. They do good keys for secondhand sales and stuff like that, and just games. So yeah, I'll have a look. That'll be cheap. Cheers. Skyrim with mods. So that's multiplayer Skyrim with basically 4K texture packs, a shit ton of game-changing mods, UIs, all that sort of shit, and headshot. You get rewarded with headshots in the one that we're doing. So if you headshot someone with a bow, it makes a crit noise and fucking does a lot more damage. So that'll be fun. But still in the testing stage, so it's not ready to run yet until he's finalised. We're trying to work out the syncage of the in-game clock and the world clock to the mods, to the multiplayer, because the multiplayer has its own clock. And what happens is if I drink a shit ton of booze and I'm going off the world clock, I'm in the server, time doesn't pass. So I run and then I just fall down and black out. And then I swing at someone and then just ragdoll onto the ground. It's the funniest shit ever, but kind of triggering when you try. It's still funny though. But time doesn't pass, which means effects and things that you get from sleeping don't affect you as much. So we're just trying to work out how the status effects works, and he's just got to test it on a server at the moment. He's been doing it single player to work it out, but he'll work it out on the thing. Hans, am I into Minecraft, bro? Have you seen my 150 mod pack Cauldron server? I don't think you have, sir. Basically, we're talking this server. Basically, it's Forge Bookit. So it was back when Bookit was a thing, back in the beta of Minecraft, and then Forge, which was everything's Forge for mods now, and so it's a mix of both. It's a Forge Bookit server. It's a split. It was a Cauldron, and then they went to Sponge, and Sponge is just Forge. So Cauldron was the last instance, which is 1.7.10. I'll have a look, but I'll be honest with you, mate. I've got a lot of games, and I don't even think I have enough lifetime left to finish them all. You know what I mean? To be satisfied with them all. So I'll have a suss of it though. It might be something fun to play in the background. Always, Hans. All right, so still hitting the season side. I'm hoping to set up some TDMs soon for people who want to do SOT TDMs. I'll probably rope in Artie, Coco, and a few others as well, and we'll get something going on one day, and I'll see if I can make sure I'm there for it, like on a weekend or something. It'll be fun. For those of you who don't know, Valheim released a cheeky update. Okay? They did a dedicated. They've been doing patching for it, but there's I haven't really read the patch notes myself, but I think there's more building blocks in the game, and I think they've done a few things with the Mistlands now, ready to throw it out there. And Last Oasis, and there's also another game. I'll go into that because I didn't write it down. Last Oasis, I believe they're doing beta branch, so a release of Season 5 should be coming soon. I'm looking forward to farming the fuck out of Last Oasis Season 5. That shit will be fun. You never got Last Oasis? Well, feel free to watch it and have a look. The problem with Last Oasis was there was always these little niches about the game. The game is literally New Frontier sort of shit. The problem with it was just a couple of niche things that they just couldn't work out. I do believe they're reworking the whole game. The whole game's changed. It won't be the same game when I go back. So it's basically going to be a new game based on this. So Pogu, looking forward to it. So that'd be good. And last but not least, there were some patch notes released recently for the Star Citizen update. Hopefully the boys will be getting on that the Dirty Dicks Mining Co. we'll be mining some contonium and blowing the fuck out of ourselves up, or maybe skull dragging my mate through an airlock sometime soon. And that's it for the game news, guys. Now it's on to the PC stuff that I've been keeping tabs on for a little bit. So let's start off with the Ryzen 7000 CPUs. Mate, they're good. We're talking DDR5 memory. We're talking fucking mate, up to 16. You need a good GPU. I need a good CPU. Yeah, yeah. Look, Hans, I completely agree. I've had it shelved for over 4 years, but I've got my money worth because I've played it. I flew around in a ship. I did Star Marine. Um, I don't know if I can get prices. Ooh, I might be able to get some speculated prices. Let me see what I can do. Um, 7000 series prices. No. Oh, man, are they guessing? They're guessing here. They're guessing here. So probably anywhere between 800 to $1,000 for the CPU. Okay, I'm gonna guess that because mine when I bought it was about 900. You want to upgrade your home server bad? What do you mean? Are you shitting me? Yeah, it's going to be about $800 It's $799 for a 5800, and that's US. It might even be more. It might be like $1,400 or $1,600. It's going to be expensive. Um, yeah, I'll have to wait a second. Is it US? What's your US currency's like? If it's $800 US, then it's about 12 to 1300. Yeah, and that's for a 5950X. So we're talking, sorry, 12 to 1500, probably around that mark. But hang on, let me go through the specs, guys. It's fucking worth. So the AMD Zen 4 Ryzen 7000 series is up to 16 cores, 32 threads on TSMC 5nm process. So it's the N5 used for the compute die, and it's 5 nanometers, fucking small, mate. Compared to Intel, couldn't break the 10 nm barrier for ages. They have now, I believe, but yeah, it's gonna have a 5.5 gigahertz boost. Like, mate, I'm running a 3900X at 4.8, and I'm lucky to get 4.3, 4.2 at max load. So a boost of 5.5, probably with a 5, like solid 5, at max load. That's fucking. We're talking. I have a 3900X too. That's why I'm running this. But I'm also running a 3080, 32 gig of RAM, high speed, and everything's NVMe. It's a beast. Hans, have you seen the PC? It's a beast. And it's got lights. Makes it go faster with lights. um, Same except for the NVMe. It makes a difference, man. Like, we're talking shit. We're talking the difference. Like, and the biggest difference for me for NVMe is the small 4K files. I'll explain that afterwards. I'll go into a little bit of tech detail after. But dude, seriously, 5.5 gigahertz boost, 6. So basically, that means it's Sea of Thieves on a single core should clock maybe 250 FPS, 300 FPS, just using the CPU's instruction set, because that's what I'm capped at, champ. 5.5 is the fastest CPU out. So in market terms, $1,400 for the best of the best of the best. Bang! DDR5, so no DDR4 support, so it needs the newer memory, so that's going to be expensive. PCIe 5, 59 FPS, Charlie. Yeah, dinosaur GPU. Well, I'm going to talk about the 40 series, and if you need a GPU upgrade, Charlie, this is the one for you because it's probably going to come. They've been speculating it's going to come out on par with the. Who the heck am I? Ah, who the heck are you? Charlie? You know Charlie. Fucking hell. So yeah, DDR5 memory controllers. The Zen 4 architecture is an 8 to 10% performance gain, average roughly 50% gain in single-threaded work, and 35% overall performance gain in multi-threaded workloads. So I think they're comparing. I don't know what they're comparing this to specifically, but it might be their they might be comparing it to their best, CPU. It's an AM5 socket LGA, 1718. It's a 600 series chipset, so X670E or X670 and B650 motherboards. I'm actually pretty sure my motherboard supports this CPU. Hans, it's going to have stock issue. You're going to have to pre-order. You're going to have to sit in line for sure, man. They're always going to have stock issue. It's what drives the price. Up to 125% more memory bandwidth per core. Support for AVX512 and 3D V-cache models will come to the market later on. So basically, we're talking, guys, in terms of performance, I'm running a AMD Ryzen 3900X. I've tweaked it with my motherboard. I'm pushing 4.8 on the single clocks when I'm doing just single clock performance. And when I'm encoding, I drop down to about 4.3 gigahertz, which is basically Jay's 2 cents can't even get that. So, I understand that, Hans. What I'm saying is that they're going to have stock issues as well. Like there will be because there's still a global silicon issue. COVID and this whole supply chain garbage has been going on for months. The petrol's gone up, all this other stuff's gone up, food's gone up, shortages. It's just going to keep going. Like it's not going to stop, and tech is not free from that. However, I am going to say this. I do remember them. I do remember. Was it Intel? Who was it? One of the chip making companies did sign a new agreement with a different chip maker. So, he hasn't got up his wages. Mate, there's a reason. Anyway, so that's the 7000 series CPU. I'm going to get onto the 40 series specs. Now, guys, this is delish. So we're talking, everybody knows about the 3090s, 3080s. Their specs are very standard. You're looking at a good... So, for example, we'll do the 30. We'll compare the RTX 4090 and the RTX 3090, not the 3090. Oh, I can even compare the 3090 Ti, which is only a 300 core increase. So, for the CUDA cores, it's 10,752 for the 3090 Ti. For the 4090, it is 16,128 instead of 10,752. So it's literally an extra. It's not double the performance of a 3090, but it's half. Just over half. No, about half actually. So it's an extra. It's 50% just on the CUDA cores. The VRAM is the same, except no, it is exactly the same. 24 gig GDDR6. So they didn't change the size of the VRAM. Obviously, they didn't think they needed it. The memory speed isn't listed for the the memory speed isn't listed for 4090 because it's still early. But man, US bucks, it's really not expensive. They're guessing that the 4080, not the 90, is going to be about 700 US, so 900 to 1,000, maybe 1,200 Australian for a 4080. Again, same price as a 3080. But the 4080, what was that in spec? That was... I don't think I have the specs for that. I only have the specs for the 4090 and the 4070. Let's see what I can find. They're guessing the clock speeds could be between 2.2 and 2.5 gigahertz boosted, which is a big difference from the 1.86 gigahertz that the 3090 Ti has. But again, not confirmed. They say 300 watt. I mean, I expect more. For the 4070 is 300 watt, 350 for the 4080, and 450 watt for the 4090. Again, I use 360 watt with my overclocked 3080, so I'm telling you right now, 400, it's going to be more than 450. That's 450 fucking dead stock. You're not running any tuning profile or anything on it. I'm driving a GTX 790, so all these extra numbers we stepped on a car to Tesla. Charlie, if you've got a GTX 970, you should look up how to jump it and turn it into a Titan card. I'm 90% sure if you attach a wire from one point of that card to another, it changes the driver to a Titan and it unlocks its full performance because it's the same card. They've just declocked it. Pretty sure it was the GTX 970. Pretty sure it was something. There was something. It could be. It might not be this. It could, but it might not be the 970. But the number reminds me of it. There was something that someone did. Have a look. See if you can find anything. If not, I'll do some. I'll do some research. But I'm 90% sure there was an Nvidia card that you could jump a cable from one point of the jumper bus to another, and you just have to like either attach it or solder it on, and it literally turned it into a completely different card. Like it literally turned it into the $2,000 Titan or the $1,000 Titan card of its time. So I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I'll have a look for you and confirm that. I don't want to give you false hope. So I'll look it up. Sorry about just yeah, disregard what I said and just let me look it up first and I'll sort it out. But that's for another day. Yeah, no, if it is, then yeah, you'll get free performance. But the 970 ain't a bad card either. It's just dated. Still probably better than my 1050 false hope is already out there. Bang! What's going on, Close? Welcome to the Crab News. Centacom's having a sale, guys, so I'm hoping to see if I can literally get some stream upgrades. So I'm looking at getting a new boom mic, not this horrible piece of garbage. I'll sound like a completely different person. Take a swing. Look what I bought tonight. I ain't drinking fucking beer. You guys can get fucking wrecked. Ah, now that's proper good shit. Like another swig, mate. Far out. What's going on, Close, mate? How are you? So I'm looking at getting a display port. You waiting for your new mic to arrive? Nice. I love the final sign off on your shorts when you update. I'm usually at work. I sit at my desk. The final sign off? You mean this? Oh, it's being silly. Oh, it's being really silly. No, it's 10 swigs in total. But 2 per person. So you can't abuse me, you rats. There'll be no abuse here. I was fucking crook. Oh, that stream quality. That stream quality went down a bit. Hang on a tick, guys. I watched a lot of dropped frames and yeah. Only 10 swigs total. No abuse, mate. Yeah, it's good. You can thank Aussie for that. Like, Aussie gave me the crab with the fire, and I did the... Yeah, okay. It's probably because of this particular frame. Once I get off this frame and move over to the other part of the stream, it should be fine. I love that Aussie internet. Nah, my internet's fine. Look, I'm running a niche setup, Hans. So my 3080 is doing a recording right now, and it's sending over like the network to this other PC over here. That soundlet was fucking hilarious live. Yeah, did you like the screaming and the breaking up of the words? And then it goes to this other PC over here and it does the streaming. And this is why, so when Centacom has a deal, I'm looking at trying to get some cheaper parts. So like I've got, I'm trying to look at seeing if I can get a capture card. Capture card will take the raw output of my 3080, so no processing, take it to the capture card of the PC that's over here, and I'll run all the stream, the recording, the stream off this. Tuesday next week, I get 6 laptops. Guess who's turning them into servers? If they're any good, I'm turning them into servers. Hence why I've got your server fixed, Mickey. If I can jam a laptop with 16 gig of RAM. Yeah, but that was your boys, mate. Yeah, 6 laptops. They're just, I don't know, I've got friends that go, hey, I've got 6 laptops, do you want them? I go, Yes. So yeah, that was a good sale, Mickey. I do miss the sales with everybody, mate. The game's just not what it used to be, though. I got called toxic, and all I was doing was telling them what I was doing and killing them. So I don't know. At the end of the day, it's Sea of Thieves, man. But yeah, Centacom. So I'm hoping to pick up a capture card cheap. I'm hoping to pick up a boom mic and microphone cheap. Get rid of this horrible thing, and hopefully get rid of this stuff. Bro, you can go to any cash converters and buy laptops and stuff. But laptops at cashies, if you know your specs, you can get some good deals. Like it's the best way to do it. Otherwise, you know, second hand usually works. Laptops are good for like if you want to do a lot of low powered stuff, but also use less power. So like my laptop uses 45 watt, but the server that Mickey's been running Valheim on downstairs uses 125 to 150 watt. It's a bare bones. It's literally just a CPU, a board, RAM, and 2 SSDs in it. That's it. Can't say I've ever got anything from cashies. If you know, it depends on what they mark it up. If they don't know what they got, if they don't have anyone that's in tech there to know what it's worth, and you look at the laptop and you know the specs straight off the bat, yeah, you could probably pick up a deal. But sometimes they overprice things. Sometimes they underprice things. I picked up a transfer pack for a Nintendo 64 for $15, along with a Game Boy Blue, like Game Boy Color Blue version for $15. I try and sell that now. I'm getting $80 for that shit. You know, so I made some money from cashies. But I'm also looking after getting a new microphone. I'm also looking at getting an audio mixer and an Elgato Stream Deck to really cash out this shit and have it working. You know, schmick, not this jitter, because I'm trying to run a Satisfactory server in the background. You sold a lot of stuff to cashiers but never bought anything. I mean, yeah, people do. It just depends on what you're selling. Sometimes you can't sell stuff because they're just, you know, it's just too much. It's too good, you know. So yeah. Also on Friday, I'm hoping to, and I'm gonna try. I'm really gonna try tomorrow. Gonna try and get the electric guitar behind me set up to do the crab challenge because there's a challenge that's complete. It's been complete for a very long time. I just haven't been able to. The adapters I picked up should work now. I should be able to plug it straight in, and I should be able to play the guitar, and it should come through clean through the PC. I've just got to set it up with the distortion pedal, and I should be able to get it working. So it won't be like a mic to guitar. It'll be just a direct line feed, and then I'll have to listen to it to make sure it doesn't sound like absolute garbage. And then do the challenge, which was play a song for you guys. I'll probably end up playing a few, if I can play a few. Depends on how many drinks I have. It is a Friday. The hot tub, man, that's got to be getting close, guys. That's got to be getting close. And when it does, it's going to be great. It's going to be a week, and I'll have to do it in summer, though, because it's fucking cold right now. I ain't getting into a tub of water when it's fucking cold. I need it to be a hot day. But yeah, so I'm looking at getting 6 laptops. My idea is to turn a couple of them into servers in total, like next to each other, so I can run them cheaper and, you know, have multiple services and stuff like that. And then, yeah, Mickey will have his own Valheim ready for him, all set up, and it shouldn't have any RAM problems now. The problem, Mickey, that we've been having is we're literally sucking down to 100 meg on the box left. It's starting winter. Winter is best, mate. I'll just use hot water instead. Hell of a spa. Sea of spas, mate. Sea of spas. So I should have you sorted with that. I'm just waiting on it to come in, and then everything should be good. So I'm getting them next Tuesday. I'll look at all the models of them and see what I can do with them, hoping that they're good enough to expand their memory. So yeah, at the same thing, I'm also getting another card for this laptop, which will boost to the 16 gig. So even if I don't have enough from the others, I can't milk any more out of the others, I can turn this other laptop that I have into it, called the hot tub challenge for a reason. Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's hot tub means hot, so yeah, it makes sense. So yeah, looking for all that sort of stuff, because if I do get a capture card, that saves a lot of this processing. So like if I was to show you guys on the display right now, just what my network is doing alone. Now remember, I'm running gigabit network, so 22% is more than 100 megabits. So I'll just flick up the You can see all my stuff. You see my BattleNet updating as well. Let's turn on the Crab TV. So as you can see off to the left, hot tubs. 170 megabits per second with 30% GPU going across, like being used in OBS. So as you can see, guys, it's sucking a bit, and the 8.8% CPU, that's 8% CPU I ain't going to get back for games, right? So realistically, when and I mean Chrome, look at that fucking hog, 2 gig of RAM for the Chrome, what a hog. So basically, guys, as I'm saying, because I'm recording on the main PC, that's where the 30-40% GPU is getting used in, as well as it's also rendering the news. So this backdrop, me, everything you see moving is all being rendered. So it's using half my GPU just to do this screen. Opera GX. Actually, there's a gaming Chrome version, and that allows you to limit the RAM and the processor use. So it's called Chrome Gaming or something like that, and it's really good for if you want to use it for guides but not chew into your RAM. Really only good for low-end PCs. I mean, that 2 gig of RAM, I've still got over 50% RAM, mate. Just fucking RAM. Go up Darwin, so they're weird to me. Hot tubs, yeah, I agree. Everyone's. You're not wrong about the Victorians and the hot tubs. How that makes sense. Yeah. Because the sync doesn't work. Oh, so like Chrome, how Chrome has the permission sync and stuff. But yeah, as you can see, guys, I'm transferring over, and then that's coming to this PC over to the right, which I can't show you because I don't have a display cap for that. But it's currently using a good chunk of. We're sitting at about 40% CPU for that, just to translate this, and then 50% GPU just to re-render it back up to the stream. So as you can see, guys, it's using a lot of resources on one box, all because I just want to transfer it over a network cable, and it then has to be decompressed. So I'm looking for a way to reduce the load on this piece, on this 3080 PC. I want to get the max out of it, and to do that, I basically need to I need to cut back the. I need to put a capture card in and then run a HDMI to it. I am currently using DisplayPort, but HDMI can run 2K 144, so I can just use HDMI. It shouldn't be a problem. So I'm hoping on Saturday to get those and pay for those, and see how we go. And then it's revamp the whole stream because I'm going to need to, I need to record, and I'm going to need to stream, and I want to do it off the one PC. So that'd be cool. So hoping that works. We'll see. We'll see how we go. Alrighty. That's been a hectic session of Crab News, guys. I think it's time to get stuck into some gaming, otherwise we're never going to get any done tonight. So now we're going to jump across from Crab News over to the old-fashioned Factory of Satis, and I'm going to try and play with some trains. Thanks for chilling with the Crab News. I will see you in Satisfactory after the little crab spinny thingy, and then just feel free to keep chatting, or if you're happy and you want to go, feel free to go. I still got to go to JCar Hunts and buy I want to buy a there was a, what's it called? I'll tell you in the main screen, 1 second.